Before I went to the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, we were, I would say, below the poverty line. We were single parent home. My father left when I was probably 2 or 3. We were struggling, and my mom was working all the time, single parent. So she needed to work as much as she could to take care of me and my brother. And it was a safe place for us to go after school. We hung out there, did our homework there, and had help with our homework, great tutors, and people who just really looked after us and taught us to be upstanding citizens as kids. Outside of those gates, there were a lot of things happening. Drug dealing, we hear shots all the time, but it felt like a safe space when you were there. You had fun, but as soon as you walked outside of those gates, you were worried, about what was going on in the neighborhood. The Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club had music classes that they offered, and ironically enough, me and my brother had asthma when we were young kids, and somebody suggested, hey, if you played a brass instrument, it would help with your breathing. So we actually started going to the Salvation Army Church, playing a brass instrument. I started when I was about 6 years old, and kind of took to it, really liked it. My brother was really good at it, so I was competitive and started practicing and trying to get better. And we were asked to play on a Sunday morning. So we went to the church and kind of fell in love with it. You could see the influence of the Salvation Army Church in the Boys and Girls Club by the way that people treated you. There was always a spiritual aspect to it. People prayed for every meal that we had and all the snacks that we, had. Everybody prayed and sometimes sang grace before things. So you knew that it was a church atmosphere. There was no cursing allowed, no fighting, which was very different outside of the gates of the Boys and Girls Club. I can't envision my life without the Salvation Army's influence on my life. And the people around me who did not attend the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, they had a lot of serious other issues, a lot of gang violence, a lot of drug issues that I think I was able to avoid because I had a safe place to go. There were people who cared and showed that they cared in every way at the Salvation Army. I would not be in the position that I am today if I wasn't exposed to the programming of the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. I'm a music director for the Salvation Army in Florida, and all of the things that I learned there were a great basis and foundation for what I do, which is a music minister, to tell people about Jesus through music. And someone did that for me at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. They taught me how to play my instrument, but they also taught me how to pray. My brother is a doctor, a physician. He's also a second lieutenant in the Army Reserves. That could definitely be traced back to the influence that we had at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. The Salvation Army should definitely open more Boys and Girls Club programs everywhere. The effect that it had on my family is immense, and it can't be measured, and it's eternal. The changes that happened after me and my brother attended the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club are incredible. We are so far removed from many of the things that were going on outside of those gates, just because inside of those gates, we learned to love people and we learned to love God. The Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club gave me the foundation that I needed to be the man I am today.